Hi everyone, my name is Richard Rice. I'm a PGA golf professional. In this video, I'm going to give you a tip at the top of your backswing that might just help you with your directional control. Stay tuned. All right, so bonus tip today. This is going to be a little bit about the grip and the top of the backswing and how the two work hand in hand. I want to start by describing to you what in your hands should support the club at the top of the backswing. So in the lead hand, for me, my left hand at the top of the backswing, the thumb provides all the support for the club at the top. In other words, if the thumb wasn't there, that club would drop this way. Now in the trail hand also supplies some support for the club. So what supplies that is my trigger finger in my right hand. Now, when you grip the club, we should have some separation between the pointer finger and the middle finger, much like this, and we'd call that our trigger finger. Now this point right here, right below the first knuckle, is the point that I use to supply lots of pressure to this golf club, both at the top and in transition down into impact. So that point is very pivotal in supplying pressure to the club. A big mistake I see on a day-to-day basis is people using their trail thumb to supply support and pressure to the club in the golf swing. Now let's talk about why that's incorrect. Okay, so why would using the trail thumb to support the club throughout the swing cause us to have directional control issues? Well, if we look at the way the club loads at the top of the swing, when I've got that thumb on top, I'm gripping it the wrong way, I'm using this thumb incorrectly, so my right thumb is going to support the club at the top. Now I have a very open club face at the top. And if I just take that and shift that pressure back to that pointer finger, it's going to change the way my wrists load, and it's going to make that club face a lot more square, maybe even a little bit closed at the top for some of you. So for those of you who are slicing the ball pretty badly or having just any sort of struggles with an open face, pushing that ball out to the right, this is right up your alley here. So we want to load the club at the top, right on that pointer finger, and from there, it's going to get a lot easier to bring that club back down and make it square. Now let's look at it here. If I use the thumb incorrectly, here's my square face. I'm going to bring the club back through, applying pressure with that trail thumb. You can see my face is open by 90 degrees here. So what am I going to have to do? I'm going to have to flip the club. I'm going to have to cast it to try to square it up. I'm going to have to do some sort of manipulation on the way down to try to square that thing up. Now I'm going to use my trigger finger to properly apply pressure to that club. Now all of a sudden it's nice and square on the way through. Again, if I put that thumb here and apply pressure with the thumb, very wide open club face. If I get that trigger finger on there, boom, that's going to help me square it up right there. So you can see for many of you this is almost as simple as a grip change, but for others it's feeling the way the club loads at the top can directly affect the flight of your golf ball, can affect the openness or squareness or even closeness of your club face, and it's going to make a big difference overall. So I want you to practice this a lot at home. I want you to practice some rehearsals of loading that club up at the top. You can take it up, freeze, and then take a look up. Eyes back down to the ball, and go ahead and hit a few like that. Once you feel comfortable with that, try to do it all in one motion. Let's try to get that trail trigger finger to support the club at the top of the backswing along with the left thumb instead of my right thumb supporting the club. Once again, trail trigger finger and left thumb supporting the club at the top. The downswing should feel nice and simple from there. Nice. So really solid contact, nice little draw to it. Do one more, because that felt really good. Awesome. All right, so enjoy that tip. Let me know down in the comments below what questions you might have. Thank you, and we will see you next time.